Helio, a few stats to read here. Your 50th pole all-time, which breaks a tie with Bobby Unser for third. So you now hold third on the all-time poles list by yourself. But your first pole here at Road America, you can't say that about a lot of tracks on the schedule. In fact, only the Grand Prix of Indianapolis, in terms of all the events on the 2017 schedule, is the one track you haven't won pole at yet. So there's not a lot of firsts you can really tie into your career here at this point. What does that mean to you to know that you're still learning, you're still improving, and even at the point that you are in your career? To
get 51 pole positions. Oh, did I say 51? Sorry, it's a bad habit. 51. Well, anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just to show that incredible team effort. I cannot take the credit by myself. If I didn't have Will, Joseph, Simon on board, I wouldn't be able to do it because, as we all talk about, I know you guys sometimes thinking, yeah, come on, you guys not share information, but you still got to lay it down a lap. But we learn so much from each other that it's actually a benefit for the team and benefit for the drivers. Sometimes some people don't accept to continue learning. I guess I prefer taking the different route. Yes, I might not win my championship yet, but I still learning, and maybe with those results that we're having, we might put ourselves in a situation that we're going to win for sure. We'll definitely have the speed still. So I enjoy very much working with an amazing organization. Rev Group car was really on rails, special when we laying down the end of the with the new tires, red tires, Firestone tires. Car was really, really good, and but again, all credit to the entire organization. Not only I'm just here representing them.
How did things play out in today's qualifying session specifically? Did you feel like you could get past Will and Joseph and Simon, who had all been fastest in practice sessions heading into this session?
It's interesting because we knew we were ahead of the competitors, but I didn't know. And you guys heard me saying it just a few hours earlier. I'm not sure if they're hiding, holding a little bit on the engine. So even through that, I didn't know. But as soon as the first session went out, we were in group 2. We realized, okay, we're still on the same direction, and then we're just trying to set our plan in what to do, and hopefully saving the best towards to the end. And that's exactly what we did, and worked out pretty well.
Questions for Helio, Bruce, and then Dave.
So you already said you want to stay on the Reds, but how soon, once the green flag drops, because of the fact it's 55 laps, do you start thinking of fuel savings?
Well, I understand there is 5 more laps this year, and sounds like it's going to be tough. You're going to have to save a little bit of a fuel, and there is a lot going on, Bruce. He's not only saying, like, I want to get out of the Reds. Reds seem to be holding pretty well, and it's probably how long you're going to be on blacks, basically, because, and again, it's going to change. It sounds tomorrow is going to be a little bit cooler. There was so many other things that are happening. You can't just decide, okay, I want to get out of the Reds, or I want to put Reds or blacks, whatever. Right now, we got to realize and do what we did at some of the sessions. And I had to change a little bit of my setup because my car was handling a little bit different in blacks between Reds, and see what happens.
But is it possible for somebody to win on the 4-stop?
I think it's going to be hard, but who knows if there is a yellow? Who knows if? Who knows? But right now, as green flag, I think it will be hard. Yes.
Dave.
This is such a long lap to get right. On your best lap, how close did you get to getting every single part of this lap perfect?
Yeah, I opened up my lap a tenth slower than my previous one, which shows that I still had some room to improve. But obviously, I made so much more time where I was losing compared to my teammates that probably the one that I lost obviously didn't affect. But I tell you what, it was definitely everything felt very good. I took a chance when I needed, especially through some of the corners, and especially the carousel, and it worked pretty well. So this, as you said, is so long that there's so many things happening. When you see the lap time half a second faster than your previous lap, you're like, oh my God. It's too much time for thinking, and you don't want that normally in race or playing golf, I guess. But I don't play golf. That's what he told me. But in the end, we just kept cool and kept doing the same thing what we did and attacking instead of just taking it easy, and it paid off.
You said taking chances in the carousel. How do you take a chance in the carousel?
Well, sometimes the car does some movements and you lift. Sometimes the car does some movement and you don't, like PT style.
After the first round of qualifying, when Will had that huge gap on everybody, did you get a chance to look at his telemetry and say, okay, I need to, is it all in one sector or is it a little bit everywhere? Like, to find that amount of lap time, was it all in one section of the track? Yeah,
that was a huge lap. We didn't know. I mean, he really went for it. And I think I did look into the lap, but by that time it was still too early. And my car wasn't actually doing what it wants to do. For example, it was a little bit loose on the high-speed corners, but new tires was understeer. So it was changing quite a lot from one thing to another. And when we saved the tires to the end, we made some adjustments that it was just perfect. And it was just perfect. And I guess after that, I could do what we was doing before, and I was able to lay down a good lap.
Marty, I think, had mentioned on the broadcast that RP's not here this weekend, so you'll have Jonathan on the box. Is there anything he can do, like that's prepped from a strategy standpoint? Is this the first race he'll ever call as your strategist then?
Oh, even that RP is not here, he is here. So he's not physically here, but he is here. I have to say, it's the foundation that he lays down to everybody, my group. Especially, it's already there. You know, it's great when Roger's here because he makes the decision, and today was a perfect proof of that. You know, when Jonathan making decisions on the tires, which one to do it, consulting with me, and normally it was pretty good. So I feel that we know what we need to do. We just gotta give this one to Roger, and it'll be great to win for him for sure.
Hey, how would you describe the chemistry that you have with your teammates, how that's developed with Joseph, and sort of how that benefits you guys?
I mean, Joseph came in, well, first of all, his talent, it's definitely suit the team. And I believe also, well, his personality, it helps too. He's a guy that fits in and there is no issue. So when Simon, I, and Will, we've been here for quite some time, and we're just accepting another person and open up for see what does he have to offer us that we can make us better too. And he's doing a phenomenal job. And between us, yes, we want to kick everybody's inside the team, but we want to give the win. We want to give the championship to Roger. But we know that in the end of the day, working together, racing hard, which that's RP and Cindric allow us to do, but fair. Everybody's gonna be, benefit from that. I know sometimes, maybe I don't win, but I know I contribute a lot for that win, and it's recognized from Roger, and that's probably why we have such a great group, not only from the drivers, from the engineers. They share a lot of information, and especially the mechanics. Everybody's, high five each other because it was a great team effort for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Patrick?
Helio, how important, or in the back of your minds ever come up of keeping, not just getting the 50th pole, but keeping Will behind you?
Well, this is what, in this season, third, fourth time that we were together, like first and second, and anyway, so no, right now it's we just gotta go. Will, as in the racetrack, I understand he's my teammate outside, but when we're inside, which is just another driver, and I'm going to do everything I can to run my race and stay in the position to try to win. You
want to run up your pole numbers, though, just to keep him?
Oh, well, in that perspective, yeah, he definitely is a challenge with him, and he's a phenomenal. He is able to put most of the times a phenomenal lap, and not today.